Это Archfiend. И это все.
Yeah, I cut my hair. Anyway, welcome to another brand spanking new edition of TNA with the Archfiend. That's where you guys go on my Twitter when I prompt you guys to do so and just tell you to ask me random questions that you want answered. Now, I want to just point out a couple things here. Twitter's been acting screwy all day today. Like, I haven't been able to post tweets to you guys. At one point it was like the server was down for like an hour or two, and I was out all day and I was checking your tweets on my phone. I was posting the tweets on my phone, and I noticed when I got home to check the tweets on my computer, some of your tweets were gone, but the program on my phone still has the tweets. If you compare them side by side, you see the ones on the computer database, whatever, are gone, but the ones on the app in my phone are still there. So I'm literally gonna have to read the questions you guys gave me off my stinking phone. You believe this? I'm an American. I don't need to put up with this shit. First world problems, people. Anyway, let's get to it and try and keep this under an hour. Let me just get into my phone and find the beginning here. Alright, first question comes from Anon Annoy. Oh boy, we're already messing up. I can't even read the person's first name correctly. Anon Y Wolf, Anani Wolf, whatever. Says, what are my thoughts about Artie TSMITW, which is Artie, the strongest man in the world, the YouTube channel, who does a number of reenactments and other things on YouTube, makes silly little quirky videos. He's actually one of the first 3 channels that I subscribe to on this website. The other 2 being James Nintendo Nerd, and the other one being Guardian, whatever, however the hell you say his name. Anyway, I still watch Artie's videos to this day, or his real name, which is, I'm forgetting his name. Is it really Artie? Boy, that really dragged the question down. What is his real name? It's going to kill me now if I don't think of what his real name is. Brandon Hardesty. Anyways, I've been watching Brandon Hardesty's videos ever since they've been made. They've fallen off drastically. I don't know why he doesn't just stick with the movie reenactments. It's kind of like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Stick with what works. He was one of the most hyper-popular channels on this website. I remember when YouTube did that YouTube Live thing. He was one of the backstage correspondents at that. He was one of the it people. I remember saying he was going to debut the interrogation scene from The Dark Knight between the Joker and Batman, and like it was this big thing, and they were hyping it up throughout the show, and now he's just pretty much irrelevant as far as the site goes. I mean, granted, he's a significantly bigger channel than mine, but compared to where he was in the top of the food chain, it's just amazing how he's just kind of dwindled off. And to be fair, he's been sidetracked doing actual acting projects and making actual legitimate career moves from what he has done, parlaying his YouTube success into something else. So, still dig his work, and I wish he would just stick with what worked in the past. What do I edit my videos with? Sony Vegas. Right now I have Sony Vegas. I'm looking at it. Platinum Pro 10.0. I pretty much had to buy a software when I first got this camera because the video files don't directly upload to YouTube. So I had to download a software that edits into a HD format, and Sony Vegas was there on the shelf, and I was like, alright, no particular reason why I picked that, so there you go. That was by Matthew J. I don't want to say complete names or anything here. I'll respect your anonymity. El Heat Fan. It's got a picture of LeBron James and all the Heat here. Anyways, El Heat Fan 10306. What was the first ever video game console that you have ever played? Pong. My parents actually had an original version of Pong, and yeah, it was the one where the 2 controllers were on the actual unit, and you just watched that little ball bouncing forth with the 2 little blockers hitting them. It was a good time. It entertained us for hours. We played it way longer than we should have for something that minimally entertaining in today's grand scheme of things. So, what is my favorite movie? I've said this probably 1,000 times. It's The Breakfast Club. John Hughes can do no wrong. Like, if you had a list or official reference book of things that have been done wrong. If you looked up under John Hughes, it would say nothing. Alright, well that's not necessarily true. He did that shitty Baby's Day Out movie, but we'll forget that happened. Alright, what special project were you going to do when Shane Dawson became #1 most subscribed on YouTube? Ah, yes. Very good. That is something that has been lost, and people have asked me that before, because I did see Shane as becoming the #1 person on YouTube, and basically it was just going to say, you know, congratulations to him. The target on him is that much bigger, being the proverbial face of YouTube. Him being the potty-mouthed, foul-mouthed kid that's appealing to the youth and teenagers of America are eventually going to agitate parents to the point that they're going to get frustrated about him and, you know, voice out and just a bunch of other things. And I just saw nothing good coming from that, which is why I hoped that he would have got that #1 spot, because the spotlight on him would have been that much bigger, and the amount of criticism he got would have been that much bigger. So I just wanted to congratulate him for getting that top spot and saying, you have basically entered your own demise. But it never happened. History has changed, and now he's actually descending in the ranks. No longer even stands a shot of getting that #1 spot. He's hit that wall. His audience is growing up. They're seeing now that, boy, what did I ever really find so funny in that guy? So, yeah. So, there you go with that. What would you do if Chris Paul, who you don't know is a professional basketball player, what would you do if Chris Paul from the Los Angeles Clippers took a massive shit log on your bed? One, if I knew it was him, I would sue the shit out of him. The guy's worth millions, and then I would just make a video of me rolling around naked in a bathtub, and if it got pulled from YouTube, I wouldn't care, because I'm a filthy rich millionaire. So that's what I would do. How good a student were you in high school or college, or college? In high school, I was steady honor roll. You know, not that that's anything worth bragging about, because you can get honor roll in high school and be an imbecile. I saw half the kids I went to high school with that were non-steady honor roll, and they weren't exactly nothing to shake a stick at. College, I was a BC student. In all honesty, I just I kind of coasted through a lot of my way through it. In all honesty, I just wanted to get done college. I did a 4-year program in 3 years. That may have also caused my grades to suffer to the point they did. I mean, not that I was failing. I never failed any classes, or I was never on academic probation or anything like that. But I got my bachelor's in 3 years. I took classes pretty much year-round, kind of just to prove that you didn't have to waste 4 years of your life in college. I don't know. I'm crazy like that. What can I say? Where is the beef? Oh, by the way, I've been forgetting to say people's names here. Anyway, okay, no, too late to backtrack. Sorry, guys. Drew Bode wants to know, where is the beef? It is not in my refrigerator. It is not in my freezer. There is no beef products in this house, and there never will be, unless the girl fiend brings them over. But if she does, they will be out on the front lawn, just like her. I'm just kidding, baby. I didn't mean that if you're watching this. Anyway, it's not in my house. That's where the beef is at. What is my favorite movie? I feel like this is a question we've already had asked to me, isn't this? H. Derpity, what a coincidental name that is. My favorite movie of all time, as I said, is the movie Annie. I think it was 1982, Annie. You know, the screen adaptation of the Broadway classic, and I went over this earlier in the video, so yeah, hope you remember now. Whatever. What are your opinion about Final Fantasy VI 3 on Super Nintendo? Never played it. Never played it. Never played it. Sklarfan329 wants to know, 2 questions. Who said you could ask 2 questions? Alright, I didn't say you couldn't, so. What do you think of the smell of mothballs? I think the smell of mothballs are unique in that they don't smell like anything else. There's very few things you can say don't smell like anything else. Like oil, you can kind of say, it kind of smells like gasoline. You could say, I don't know, this flower smells kind of like my mom's douche or something like that. If you know what your mom's douche smells like, that's dirty. You shouldn't know that. But anyway, mothballs smell unique. Your second question is, when is your birthday, not including the year? My birthday is April 31st, and everyone should know that. Okay, yeah, I saw these questions earlier when they were on my phone. Pogi Joe, he has two questions. They're both kind of similar, and they're both going to have the same type of answer here. Would you rather save the person you love most or have 1,000 innocent people killed? I can tell you right now, 1,000 innocent people, as sadistic as it is to say, or as careless as it is to say, mean absolutely nothing to me. It sucks. I know they're loved by other people. I know they might be loved more by other people than I'm in love with my loved one, but as many people would say in their life, out of sight, out of mind. It sucks those innocent people died, but I'm an asshole. I want my one loved one saved instead of those 1,000 innocent people. Next question, kind of a similar thing from Pogi Joe, said, would you rather save the person you love most or have 1,000 other innocent people killed, or have the opposite? Alright, if you're following along with what he said there. Would you rather save the person you love most and have 1,000 other innocent people killed, or have the opposite? So you have 1,000 people live, or have your loved one killed. I would still choose the loved one. I'm sorry. Sorry 1,000 people, and sorry to your thousands of family members. I'm keeping my loved one. I'm selfish like that. Sorry, sue me. But you can't sue me. Anyway. Dr. Mushu wants to know, do you know you make my tits hard and smelly? That's actually a common question, complaint, whatever you want to say. It's just something I said, okay, I accept that this happens. It happens. There's really nothing I can do about it. It's just a reaction from watching my videos. So, yeah, there you go. And this Matthew J. guy asked me again, what do I edit my videos with? And anyway. Also, was it hard for you to become vegetarian when you first started? No, I went cold turkey, and much like everything in my life, I just hit the ground running, stick with it, and don't look back. Kind of like with... Okay, we won't go into that. Anyway, I remember you tweeting about eating... I'm sorry, Dr. Mushu asked that previous question, and John HH1221 asks, I remember you tweeting about eating meat about a few months ago. Are you still vegetarian? Did you notice when I posted that tweet? It was on April 1st. On April 1st, I said, oh my God, I'm paraphrasing, I tweeted, I fell off the bandwagon. I had a delicious sausage sandwich with bacon strips on it this morning, and it was good. I said like something like that. People were like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You stopped eating meat for 12 years and then you just started eating meat? So yeah, it was on April 1st, so what do you think? Anyway, thank you, John HH. Never mind, though. In your opinion, what is the worst wrestling angle ever? God, I don't want to say something too modern because it's just something fresh in my mind, but the Raw Anonymous GM manager was pretty bad. David Arquette winning the belt was pretty friggin' bad. My God, there's so many wrestling angles that were just so god-awful. The Black Scorpion, going back in time, basically the Black Scorpion was a masked wrestler in NWA era WCW, where they said a masked wrestler and they had to say, oh, we gotta pick someone to be it because we don't really know where this angle's going. It ended up being Ric Flair, and it was like, doesn't really make much sense, but okay. Anyway, there's a ton of shit angles. They just... I'll say the Raw GM and David Arquette, those two angles alone almost single-handedly killed the universe. Trust me, I saw the message boards. The universe almost imploded on itself from those two angles. Okay, John HHHHH1221. Oh, also, I gotta say, I was gonna do another video, another Destroys video today, but I'm just doing this because One, I feel this is a lazier thing to do because I got to start packing. I'm going on vacation. I'm not going to be able to upload a video for about another 10 days unless I upload something while I'm on vacation, but frankly, I don't feel like taking away time from me and the Girlfiend being on vacation to make a video for you guys. Sorry, I'm selfish like that. What can I say? Anyway, so that explains why there's a prolonged absence in my video making here. Where was I? Oh, what are my thoughts on Impact Wrestling and TNA from John HHH12221? My thoughts on Impact Wrestling and TNA are that they've been the second-tier branch in wrestling for so long that they're never going to ascend to the top. They're never going to ascend past getting 1 million to 1.5 million viewers. They've been stuck at that for so long. They've gotten so many big names like Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, Hulk Hogan, Jeff Hardy that have just minimally impacted the company, no pun intended. If names like that aren't going to blow up their industry after sticking with them for a number of years in some cases, then what's to say anything ever will? I bet you someone like Stone Cold or The Rock, those might be the only two that would make a significant dent in that company, but those are two guys that can't even wrestle full-time schedules anymore, so I doubt even that would make a difference. And even Sting's presence in the company barely made a difference. Favorite YouTuber? This is like picking between my children. Favorite YouTuber? It still has to be Matthew of the Botchamania series. It's pretty much the one YouTube channel that I still watch every single time he uploads something. I go, oh boy, I can't wait to see this. That's awesome to see this in my inbox. It's the only time I really get so excited to see something in the inbox every single time he makes something. So Matthew, it's M-A-F-F-E-W, by the way, not Matthew with 2 T's. Matthew Botchamania. Anyway, yeah, that's my favorite YouTuber. And I'm going to have to haul ass through these because this video is going to get ridiculously long. What are my thoughts on YouTube fucking up the homepage again? It was good in beta and they removed shit and released it. What the fuck? Here's the thing. I never use YouTube's homepage. When I bookmark something to get me to YouTube, I make it my subscriptions page. Like hit that little drop down box at the top where it says you know, video manager, inbox, and subscriptions. Click subscriptions, open that page, bookmark that fucking page. I've never gone to YouTube's homepage when I want to see what videos are uploaded from people I'm subscribed to. What's the point of going to YouTube's homepage? Just bookmark that subscriptions page. Huh? Sorry. Would you say... What would you say is single-handedly the greatest tattoo you could receive, and why, bitch? I would get the arch hammer put on my cock. What do you think of that? That's because I already have that there. Well, would I say it out loud? What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done, bitch? Parkour. Did you see that parkour video? I put my life on the line several different times, actually several hundred different times, making that parkour video for you. Most people would have died. Most people have died trying to imitate me, trying to think they're parkour experts. So yes, doing parkour was the most dangerous thing I've ever done. Should Stan or Kyle be killed off of South Park since both personalities are the same, and which one? And have Butters added in, bitch? Oh. Which one, Stan or Kyle? I guess Kyle, because it's kind of just like poetic justice that the Jewish character gets killed. I don't know. They'd probably make some terribly derogatory angle out of that on the show just to upset people. I don't know. I like both those characters though. Have Butters added in. I'm not a big fan of Butters, so I really wouldn't want the pretense of them getting killed to add Butters in. Butters is good in small doses, much like actual butter. Because once it's in big doses, it's fattening and it makes your ass big. I don't think that. Did animal cruelty make you decide to become vegetarian, or was it a different reason? It was a little bit of everything. Just a little. I'm not even going to preach about that because I hate preaching about why I'm vegetarian and telling people why they should be vegetarian or anything like that. Just do what you got to do in life. Anyway, mind telling us your real current job, and if you feel comfortable doing so, you don't have to tell us, bitch, just kidding, you do, or you're my bitch. Well, I guess I'm your bitch because I'm a professional parkour expert. Actually, that's kind of lame. I used that in the previous answer, didn't I? What is my real job? My real job is... You know what? I really want to get through these questions a little bit more. Alright, almost said it. Alright, let's just go on to the next question. Are you still boycotting Apple ever since they flunked the 2 iPods you ordered for the winner of my drawing? Yeah, I did that drawing around Christmas time where I gave a $500 prize to the winner. The person chose 2 iPods, which was Shay William Dawson, and kept ordering them from Apple's website, and they kept canceling the order for no rhyme or reason, using multiple credit cards, just not getting any sort of feedback, and I've never even got a return call from their customer service after sending in several complaints to them. Fuck them! Yes, I'm still holding a grudge against them. They make some decent products, though. I'm just kidding. No, they don't. Fuck them. Alright, people are retweeting shit here. What gave you the idea to start doing video rants on YouTube? It started out, the Archfiend first existed on a website called eBaum's World. If you go to their website and their forums, you'll probably still find, depending if they still have the forums archived from years ago. I was posting there years before I was even on YouTube, just doing like random trolling shit and bunch of troublemakers there. Hello, fellow friends, if you ever run eBaum's World and be in trouble making assholes with me. Anyway, used to watch videos on there. That was like the main go-to place to really see viral videos back then. I know there was other places, but remember, every Friday they would update their website with a series of videos, and then they would have the forums where people would post random videos that sometimes make it to the front page. And I used to see videos, and I used to just like type out rants of like, you know, why this person is dumb or doing what they're saying and crying about, and like, you know, just random shit. And anyways, it evolved to me making my own sort of verbal responses via turning on a camera, because typing on eBaum's World was just boring, and felt that helped reach my audience a lot better just by turning a camera on and speaking, so I could be more eloquent and proficient with what I'm saying rather than just typing shit out. That, and I'm a lazy, fat American. Minus the fat part. Have I ever... Oh, and that was Driver Films that asked that. Boy, I've been dropping the ball saying the names of people who said these questions. Alright, are we at the 6-hour mark for the video? Okay. Have I ever been recognized by H. Derpity again? Have I ever been recognized by a fan in the street, supermarket, etc.? No. And here's the thing, most people that have seen me, because I've met people that have known me on YouTube first and then seen me in person second, and people have said, I really don't look exactly like what I see here, because they're like, my God, I had no idea you look just like Brad Pitt in person. I go, well, what can I do? I was just born this way, baby, as Lady Gaga would say. Did I just make a Lady Gaga reference in this video? I did. Alright. So no, I haven't been recognized, but still, I think if I was randomly walking around by people that did actually know me from YouTube, I bet you they probably wouldn't even recognize me, 'cause that's just what I've been told. Anyway, do I occasionally fall under the naive mindset that you are going to be molested by a herd of pterodactyls? This is just a ridiculous, wasteful question, but yes, I actually do fall under that naive category. Who? And this is by anything plus more. Okay, M-O-R instead of M-O-R-E. Who do you support for our next president? None of the above. I'm gonna write in Homer Simpson again. For whatever reason, I've always wrote in Homer Simpson when I don't like the candidates that are out there, so I'll write in Homer Simpson again and just stick with the trend. Fuck both of them. Alright. What are my thoughts on Mario games these days? Haven't really played too many Mario games, in all honesty. Not since the Super Nintendo era and all. I'm trying to think. Mario 64, never really got into that. Never really got into anything on the Wii or the GameCube, so yeah, there you go. I played Mario Party 57 or whatever was on Wii, one of them. I played that with like my little cousins or something one day. That's about it as far as next generation, current generation Mario games are. That was, yeah, Nicholas M. 1996. Excuse me, I'm reading this question again. Do you have any favorite video games of all time? Do I ever? Oh my god, my favorite video games of all time. Let's see here. Should I give a joke answer or a serious answer? Alright, I'll give a serious answer. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which goes without saying. Final Fantasy X, people know that. Love Twisted Metal Black. I think that's probably my favorite game next to Final Fantasy X on PlayStation 2. Love Twisted Metal Black. Made me actually like that Rolling Stones song, Paint It Black, because it's in the song, it's in the game, and the intro and during the ending credits, and I really can't stand the Rolling Stones. So that's how good that game is. It made me like a song in a group that I just couldn't stomach otherwise. So, other video games, the God of Wars. I've loved all three God of Wars. I think that's probably my favorite 3-game series that I've ever set my hands on. So there you go. I got a little bit from every generation there. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, yeah, everyone's just retweeting shit. So yeah, that's all your questions. Hopefully I answered everyone that said everything. I think a couple got lost in internet limbo. Don't blame me, blame Twitter. It was being schizophrenic all day, and schizophrenic, that just makes me remember something. I must destroy all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, so anyways, I'm going to be on vacation over this next week. I'm probably not going to get around uploading a video over the next 10 days, so everyone just stay calm, watch my archived videos and beat off to that if you need to, or finger yourself, and I don't even want to know what you're doing in my videos, in all honesty. So, thank you everyone for taking part in this again. I'm just trying to do these every once a month, and I think I've skewed off that path again, but for some reason I just thought to do this today. So, take care everyone. Thank you for your support, and let's go Red Team. Who's on the Red Team again? Probably communist. Probably. Take care.